This is part 5 of how to heal anxiety. If you haven't checked out the previous parts, I would highly recommend you that it's very important to go check the foundation first, where I've explained what exactly is anxiety, simple tips for acute anxiety or some chronic anxiety as well, how you can use the power of physiology, and how you can use NLP, neuro linguistic programming, also as one of the tools to heal your anxiety. So today in part 5, we are going to talk about the next tool, which is emotional mastery. You have no idea how to master your emotions. That is why you get into that pit of stress, depression, and anxiety. Before I actually begin and burst out your myths, the obvious myths around emotions, I would like to tell you first that in case you don't know me, I am Mind Coach Jyoti. I'm an educator turned life coach. I educate people, I empower people with mind tools not taught in school so that you are able to break the patterns of fear, failure, stress, depression, and anxiety and create your desired life. We were all born with the same infinite potential. Yes. But now, today, you are not fulfilling that potential. You are not justifying your potential just because you are trapped in anxiety. Yes, just a simple anxiety. अब जितने लोगों को ये बात बुरी लगी that anxiety को इतना छोटा सा बोल दिया, stop nurturing your anxiety. Stop making it big. Why? Because all your emotions are actually, the formula behind your emotion is situation plus a meaning. And how do you attach meaning? The deeper science of neuro linguistic programming of DDG filters, I've already explained in the previous video. You can first go check that out. But overall, if I explain it to you, the meaning that you attach to your situation will trigger an emotion in you. It is not that somebody said something to you, it's obvious that you will get hurt. Somebody shouted on you, it's obvious that you will hold on to that frustration and irritation. But for how long? अगर ऐसा होता तो everybody would feel equal level of hurt with equal statement by somebody. But it depends on number of stuff, that what will be the level of hurt, what will be the level of disappointment, and from which person. Now, situation plus meaning. If if there is a death in some family, you think it is obvious to feel sad. Yes, it must be. But can a 1.5-year-old child or a 2-year-old child feel that sadness? No. Why? Because the child has not learned yet to attach a meaning to it. So all emotions are learned behavior. I'm not saying good or bad. I'm not saying whether you learned it the right way or the wrong way, but it is a learned behavior. This is how you've learned it. Now, immediately, if you change the meaning, if some yogi takes a Mahasamadhi, even that is death. But that is where it is celebrated, it is rejoiced. Why? Because the meaning attached to that situation is completely different. Similarly, if there is a sudden death in the family, the meaning attached is very different. And if somebody who was actually having a miserable bedridden life from past 1 year, if that person leaves body, there's a different thing in the family. Why is your emotion different in all the situation when it is same death? Because you attach a different meaning to different situation. Every emotion is a learned behavior. And the moment I say it learned behavior, it is a neural connection. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Every learning is a connection between two neurons. So anything that you have learned and you want to unlearn it, you got to break that neural connection. Anything that you want to learn new, you need to have a new neural connection. That is the entire science of NLP, neuro linguistic programming. The power is to crunch the time. If I give you a situation right now, let's understand emotional mastery and let's burst this myth forever that it is dependent on others. It is not dependent on others. It is a lie that you tell to yourself. It is a story that you tell to yourself. एक झूठ बोलते हैं आप खुद से. Marisa Peer says it. Tell yourself a better lie. Yes. Think about an animal which you really dislike. If you either you have fearful feeling about it or you have a little disgust feeling about it. Think about that one particular animal. I hope you've thought about it. Now think that that animal is just next to you. Just next to you. If that animal is next to you, the idea of fear, the idea of disgust is started developing in you. Now, if I change the situation, think about this exact same animal really lying on the road, hurt badly, and is in miserable pain. Maybe a car has just gone over one of the leg, but this animal is bleeding right now and is really in pain. What is your emotion right now? Next, think about this same animal with a similar animal, and they are playing with each other, cuddling with each other, hugging each other, playing in the park, and really enjoying with each other, expressing love to each other. Now, how do you feel? If you experience a shift in your emotions, do type down in the comment section shifted emotions. That's an affirmation for you as well to understand that how early do we shift our emotions. The moment we change the story, the moment we change the meaning, we change the neural connection and we change the emotion. All I want you is to understand that you need to learn tools to master your emotion, to beat your anxiety. You need to master the techniques to burst the neural connections you don't require and to create the neural connections you need, you want, but you are more focused on what you don't want. You are often focused on, I don't want anxiety. So if I tell you right now that don't think of a red elephant, don't think of a red elephant, don't think of a red elephant, you would happen to think of a red elephant. I don't want anxiety. What will happen to you? I don't want stress. What will happen to you? I don't want this depression. What will happen to you? I don't want to feel sad. What will happen to you? This is how you are not able to beat anxiety. Anxiety is something you don't want. You have to focus on what you want. So, as an emotional master, or you have to learn emotional tools, you have to learn to create what you want. You have to learn how to create peaceful state, how to create relaxed state, how to create calm state. And you can use your physiology as a tool. In my previous videos, I've already explained how you can use physiology as an extremely important tool to change your emotions. So you need to learn emotional mastery. If all your myths around emotions that they were obvious are busted, do type down in the comment section, busted forever. Because when you depend on somebody else for your emotions, you give your remote to them. Now they press a button and you start dancing. You dance according to what others decide for you. So don't stay in a blame frame. You think that somebody else will change and then you will change. You have lost your power to create your desired life. How will you create your desired life? It is dependent on somebody else now. If you think the situation will change first, so situation now needs to change. So where is the power? Is the power in your hand? Absolutely not. The power is in the situation. So you have to wait maybe for 1 month, maybe for 1 year, maybe for 2 years, maybe for 5 years. That situation will change. Then my emotion will change. Then my anxiety will change. Similarly, maybe you blame to time. The time ठीक नहीं चल रहा है, वक्त ठीक नहीं चल रहा है, और the किस्मत ठीक नहीं चल रही है. All these are excuses where you lose your power to create your desired life. If you want to create your desired life, first of all, you have to take the charge that it's me, it's my life, it's my mind, it's my emotions, and I will create what I want. I will focus on what I want. The moment you decide that, you will learn a lot of things. You will create a better life. That is where you will break down the pattern of stress, depression, and anxiety. So if you've learned it and you have decided it that you will take charge over your emotions, please subscribe the channel, hit the like button, and do share this video with somebody whom you think is also blaming others and situations and not taking charge to beat the anxiety. And I'll meet you in the next part where we will talk about self-love as a very important tool to heal anxiety. Till then, bye-bye from Mind Coach Jyoti.